Hi everyone, I am Lauren Atkins. Today I'm going to be going through with you the steps to making a decision process. Through the steps, I'm also going to give an example so you guys can better understand the process. My example I'm going to use is the decision of buying a house. And so let's begin. For step 1, you need to realize that you want to make a decision. So when you're buying the house, you must first realize that you want to buy a house. This is crucial that you understand that you need to make a decision. So then in step 2, you will want to gather all of your relevant information. So for buying a house, you may want to look up your credit score and see how much money you can borrow and how much a typical house costs, how big you want the house, what you want in the house. Do you want a backyard? Do you want a big front yard? Do you want grass? Do you want 2 stories, 3 stories, or 1? So you want to realize and gather your relevant information, whether it's your wants or whether it's money-wise or whether it's where and when and why. For step 3, you're going to identify other alternatives. So for buying a house, maybe you want to look at the cost of renting a house rather than buying one. Or maybe you want to look at buying an apartment or condo rather than buying a full house. Then on to step 4. In step 4, you're going to compare the alternatives. So you should compare the price and the benefits of each of those alternatives and the disadvantages. So, what is the advantage of living in an apartment complex versus buying a house? Probably the cost of the apartment is a lot less, but you're also sharing an apartment right next door to someone else, whereas at the house you have your own house with your own backyard and your own front yard. And so then we move on to step 5. Step 5, you're going to choose an alternative that is best suited. So when you're buying a house, you pick which housing unit you want to buy or if you want to rent one. So you've made your decision and you haven't acted on it yet, but you have 100% made your decision. So step 6 is to act on your decision, so to implement it, so to go out and to buy the house or rent the house or buy an apartment or buy a condo and to fully act on that decision. Step 7, I don't have a card for, but step 7 is pretty simple. So you want to review the success of your decision. So after you've bought your housing unit or rented your housing unit that you're completely, you've completely done the paperwork, you have moved in to wherever you want to be, after living there for some time, you're going to realize if you're happy with your choice and if you've made the right decision in the choice you've made, whether it was buying or renting or a house, apartment, or condo or anything else. But you want to make sure that you're happy with your decision, and if you're not, then perhaps you start the decision process over again, thinking with the decision of, if this time if you rented the house, if your new decision again is to buy a house again, or to move if you've made the decision to move. So the process repeats itself until one is happy with the decision that they have made. Thank you all for watching. I hope you better understand the decision-making process now.